Ford has strengthened its position as the second biggest EV maker in America. So should you buy the stock? Sit tight as we go through recent news as well as my chart analysis and price prediction. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for regular stock market updates. First up, Ford has revealed the latest Transit Trail van, which can be customized and is aimed at people who travel a lot. The vehicle will be under production at the Kansas plant, which went under maintenance and upgradations earlier this year. The van will be a four-wheel drive with a V6 engine and an increased height of 3.5 inches that will improve its off-road capabilities. The price of this vehicle is said to be around $66,000, which should help Ford compete with the new EV makers. Apart from this, the company has said that the government should make amendments to the recent IRA Act so that more EV vehicles and manufacturers can benefit from the tax credit. In our opinion, Jim Farley is working well to ensure that Ford grows and keeps up with competition. With all that in mind, let's analyze the charts. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-day chart for Ford, and as always, we'll first analyze the 1-day chart, then the 1-hour chart, and to end it off, we'll get to the 5-minute chart. But right off the bat, we can see that ever since we got the earnings report, which was of course positive, right, we can see that we got a great earnings surprise and a pretty decent revenue surprise as well. Ever since then, we can see that we got into a bullish trend, and that does not seem to be stopping, right? But it might just stop today, if you ask me. Over here, we can see that we got a reversal pattern on the negative side, after which we did get a massive gap down, but now we have a gap up from the level of $13.26 to $13.37. Now, what I believe is going to happen is, well, there are two things, right? First up, the news aspect. First, we just received the October, job report, which said that October was a really slow month for labor growth, right? Of course, there was little to no unemployment, but still, it was a really slow month when considering growth. So, if you ask me what's going to happen today, in my opinion, we'll probably get a gap up somewhere over here, of course, right around this range. Once we get that, we'll probably go up a bit and then crash down, right? So we'll probably get over here, and then we'll probably come back into this range of 13.2, I guess, right? After that, I do believe that after this earnings report, Ford has won back the investor trust that it was missing, but still, I don't really believe that it can cross the levels of $12 or $13 anytime soon. So, in my opinion, this inflated price will soon get to a normal price around, or rather under, the $13 range. Is that something to be worried about? Not necessarily, right? The way that Ford is functioning now, I believe that they might just turn out to be the winner when it comes to EV, right? Of course, in the electronic segment, they already have the Super Duty truck, they already have the F-150 Lightning, and things like that. But in my opinion, as they come out with newer trucks, newer products, then of course, they'll be able to scale much higher than they are currently, from where they are currently today. But of course, we do have to take into account their market capitalization, which of course is a lot, right? Let me see if I can get their market cap over here. The market capitalization is $53 billion, right? So I don't see that doubling down in the years to come. Of course, it might, right? But I personally don't see that happening. So if you ask me where the stock is headed, sure, it might get to the $100 billion range on the market cap, probably by the end of 2024, right? But still, that's a bit difficult considering the fact that people don't really seem to be liking Jim Farley and his leadership. Of course, if we look at the previous numbers as well, we've already fallen from a market cap of somewhere around, I believe this was 100, right, $100 billion or something like that, right, around $90 billion. We've fallen from that to a market cap of $53 billion. So we might get back there again, but then again, it's very difficult, right? If we consider our previous valuation, let me just zoom out a lot. So we can see that we did have good valuation back in these years, but still we never exceeded the $100 billion market cap, and it's pretty difficult to exceed that with just a car company. Even if you look at Tesla, it's not necessarily because of the cars aspect that is growing so fast, but mainly due to Elon Musk and his other products and other innovations, right? So I personally would rate the Ford stock neutral. Like, it's not a buy in my opinion, but it's not a sell either. So if you're holding some, sure, you can hold them. but I personally would not enter the market at these prices. It's a good stock if you want to day trade because it has good volatility, but other than that, I don't see the reason to hold the stock when there are so many other options to choose from. But before we make our final judgment, let's quickly get in the 1 hour chart and the 5-minute chart as well after that to see what's really going on. So now that we're in the 1 hour chart, we can see that over here, first up, these massive candles after hitting a double top around the level of 13.65, we can see that this gap down was pretty much well indicated. Right after that, of course, we can see that we had this pattern over here as well, somewhat of a pin bar candle, not exactly. We can see that we did get another double top at the exact level that we are currently, at the exact level that we are currently at 13.45. After that, we did get somewhat of a triple bottom as well, not exactly a triple bottom, more like a double bottom around $13.25. After that, of course, we kind of got the why, or rather just the indication that the stock will get a gap up, right? But will this gap up last? If you ask me, no, not really, right? So we do have another resistance around 13.5, of course. So in my opinion, we should probably get up, break this, get up to 13.66, this past level that we could not break. Then we probably will get another double top over here, go down and probably even break this $13.25 support. If we talk about what could happen after that, in my opinion, Ford, of course, as I already told you, will get a deflation trend for now, and we'll probably get back under the $13 range. So this is one level that you should really look out for, right? The $13 range. As we can see that we already did go below that over here, but of course we will get again, under the $13 level. And even if we look at the bigger picture, we can see that Ford's actual valuation does lie somewhere around this range between 12 and probably somewhere around 12.25, right? It's better off here. It's not that volatile, right? We can see that traders are happy, investors are happy. Well, not exactly happy, right? Investors most definitely are not happy, but it is what it is, right? Everyone wants to make money. Either the buyers will make the money or the sellers, but at the end of the day, of course, the goal is to make money, right? So in my opinion, we can get good short trades for Ford over here, but I personally believe that we should probably wait until Monday. And with that being said, let's quickly jump onto the 5-minute chart to analyze the stock in detail. So now that we're in the 5-minute chart, we can see a lot more stuff, right? So of course, we can see first up that we do have a support somewhere around the $13.3 level. We do have another resistance around 13.45. We already discussed that. We have another support around 13.35, another support around 13.25, right? So of course it's the 0.5 levels at the end. So 13.45, 13.55 would be a good level as well in my opinion, right? So let's see if we did test that. Yeah, we did. So even if we look at the pattern for the past few days, we can see that we somewhat are making a bullish trend, right? So we did get a higher high over here. We failed to get a higher high over here, and we probably will fail to get another higher high. Even if we do, right, as long as we stay below this level of 13.65, we can't really do anything. And as I already told you, fundamentally and financially, I don't really believe that Ford can cross the $13.65 level. So it's better to just kind of look for opportunities, of course, but at the same time, you should be careful about where exactly these trades are headed and where exactly is the company headed, not only by the technical analysis, but of course, by the financials as well. With that being said, I still have the same rating for Ford. I'm not really bullish on it, but I'm not exactly bearish on it either. So that gives it a neutral rating. With that being said, remember that this definitely was not financial advice. You should always do your own research before you trade. If, however, you enjoyed my analysis, be sure to hit the like button. If you did not enjoy it, be sure to hit the dislike button. You can subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for more such videos. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.